Friends, what happened at Yaman's last press conference left everyone speechless. The event was supposed to present his new movie, but it turned into a real mystery. Journalists expected, as usual, answers about his professional and private life. Instead, Can surprised everyone. He did not utter a single word. The first question went unanswered, then the second, until the entire room was immersed in absolute silence. The actor, usually open, appeared distant, arms crossed, and expression unreadable. The confusion was immediate. Some thought he was upset, others believed it was a hidden message to the media, tired of the constant pressure on his personal life. Social networks exploded. Some criticized him for being unprofessional, others defended him, saying he was simply drawing a boundary. Can's silence became the true protagonist of the day. Moderators tried to end the conference quickly, but the impact was already there. The media debated for hours, hashtags trended, and every fan built their own theory. The truth is, this press conference did not show the charming Yaman everyone knows, but rather a man who perhaps decided to rebel against the script expected of him. He gave no explanations afterwards, and his silence only deepened the intrigue. Whatever the truth, this episode marked a turning point in his relationship with the press. Because sometimes silence can be as powerful as 1,000 words. Talking about Demet Özdemir means talking about a woman who, despite media pressure and the constant shadow of her past with Yaman, has carved out a different path, one of independence and the firm decision to keep her distance. Some say that every time Can is in Istanbul, she tries to go to the opposite side of the city. And I believe it, because it seems clear that something big happened between them, something that permanently closed any chance of reunion. Many point out that there are no interviews, no signs of contact, no gestures suggesting closeness. In my view, this absence is no coincidence. It is proof that Demet chose to cut ties with the past and focus on the present. She knows that any word, any look, could be used by the media to revive old stories. And for that reason, she keeps silent, not as weakness, but as self-protection. It is interesting how public opinion often judges her for this silence. Some see it as coldness, others as contempt toward Can. I see it as maturity. Demet has learned that, in a world where every rumor becomes truth, silence can be stronger than 1,000 words. I have read comments saying that Can no longer stand her, that the distance is total. But for me, beyond what he may think, what matters is how she has handled the situation. Demet does not chase headlines or seek provocation. Instead, she seems clear that her career and her life do not need to remain tied to that past chapter. Many still insist that her story with Can should define her, as if they cannot accept that a woman may decide to walk away and start again. But Demet has done exactly that. She has shown that she does not need anyone's shadow to shine. Today, the contrast is evident. While Can is constantly in the spotlight of rumors and speculation, Demet seems to move with a clear strategy, avoiding toxicity, refusing to explain herself, and not feeding the press with easy words. That, to me, is a sign of emotional intelligence. In conclusion, while the public continues to feed rumors, Demet has already moved on. She has chosen silence as her shield and independence as her flag. And today, Demet Özdemir belongs only to herself. And in a world where everyone wants to take ownership of your story, that may be the most revolutionary gesture of all. Demet never tried to prove her love in front of the cameras. She doesn't need to hold anyone's hand or stare provocatively at the flashes to feel seen. Her love, the one that truly matters, is for herself. And in a time when exposure and scandal are easy temptations, she chooses the harder road, self-respect. It's also important to remember something that many forget. Over the years, Demet has been unfairly attacked. She's been accused of using Can for fame, of being cold or opportunistic. But now, with the clarity that time brings, it's obvious who has behaved with maturity and consistency. While some watch their reputation crumble under the weight of their own actions, Demet continues to be a symbol of elegance and self-control. She doesn't need to drag others through the mud to shine. She avoids drama, refuses to turn her private life into a show, and that's not just admirable. It's a statement of values. I know this whole situation has been painful for many fans. The images, the rumors, the comments, everything seems designed to provoke, divide, and hurt. But in the end, what remains is the quiet truth of actions. And in that realm, Demet proves, day after day, that she hasn't lost her way, that she won't be dragged down. I don't know what the future holds for Can. I hope he finds his direction again and becomes the admired artist he once was. But for now, if I had to choose someone as an example of strength and dignity, without a doubt, I choose Demet. Because not all silences are empty. Some, like hers, speak louder than 1,000 words.